In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 different crafts that you can make with these cheap paper plates, so stay tuned. So we've all seen these plates. We've all had to have eaten off of them at one time or another at a barbecue, and we know that they don't hold up for food-wise, but they are great for making crafts. So I've turned them into my craft supplies instead of plates for the barbecue. And in today's video, I'm going to show you some of those crafts that I've made with these plates, and they've turned out really cute. So as you can see here, my counter has exploded with craft items, and I have made my 5 crafts, and I wanted to show you what they look like. First up being my snail, my paper plate snail. And for the shell of the snail, I used these bingo dots. So these are originally for like bingo, marking your bingo bingo board. But they're really good for crafts as well. So I used those. You can use beads, pom-poms, you can use sequins, you can use tape if you wanted to, like the pattern tape. You could use paint, anything, literally anything to decorate this shell. Oh, you could do stale cereal. If you have stale cereal laying around, you could do cereal. So decorate the shell. This is a great opportunity to also teach patterns. So if you want them to do a purple stripe, yellow stripe, green stripe, purple stripe, yellow stripe, green stripe, you could totally have them do patterns on the shell as well. For the head, I took another paper plate and cut it in half, glued it to the back of the shell, hole punched 2 places for the eyes, used a pipe cleaner, a googly eye on each end of the pipe cleaner, threaded it through, and just drew on a little smiley face. And then I did paint the head of the snail as well. So that is my snail paper plate. Super easy. Moving on, next is my llama. So what I did was cut a plate in half and decorated the body of the llama. I used just regular colored pens or markers to make a little, like, I just thought it was like a little saddle for my llama. I also put pom-poms on it. You can decorate it however you'd like. Anything really. Markers, paint, pom-poms, sequins, beads, glitter, anything you want. And then for the legs, I cut a toilet paper roll in half, wrapped it in white paper. You can paint it, wrap it, or just leave it plain if you'd like. And then I cut little slits into the sides so that they would stick onto the llama so that it could stand up. For the head, I made it out of paper. I just free drew what I thought a llama head looked like, glued it on, and then I colored in the ears, the eyes, and the mouth. You could also do other animals and just give them legs. So you could do like turtle or a lion, a penguin, and you would just cut the paper towel roll in half, not paper towel roll, a toilet paper roll in half, and cut the slits in and just put it on your other animals. So that one's very cute, and you can do whatever animal you'd like. Next up is my monster plate. I used 2 plates for this one, and I folded this plate in half, and I basically just cut a half circle so that when I open it up, the middle would be gone. And I used that middle to cut out the teeth, and then I used a different plate for the horns. I also painted it. Make sure you're painting on newspaper with this one because it'll get all over the place. And then I used the brush to try and make my monster look like it had hair. So instead of brush strokes, I just dabbed the brush on. That way I tried to make it look like a hairy monster. And then I just put a bunch of eyes on it and turned it into a monster. So that's what my monster looks like. This would be a fun craft to do either before, while, or after you're watching Monsters, Inc. A lot of the kids could get a good idea of what the monster looks like, or try to recreate monster that's on there, or just be inspired by the monsters that you're watching on TV and recreate their own. My next craft is my little boat that I made out of one paper plate. I just folded it in half so that it would rock. I used tape to decorate it. Again, you can use anything to decorate this plate. Or your boat. And then I used a popsicle stick for the mast, and a piece of paper, construction paper, to create the sail. And I just glued it all together. But this one's a fun one because it rocks. And again, you can create whatever you want on the front of the boat, or even on the back of it if they want to draw their family on the boat, or decorate it, paint it, whatever. So that is my boat craft. Last but not least is my air balloon. So this one took a little bit longer. I used 2 paper plates and 2 straws. So I decorated the top plate first, my balloon. I decorated that, I painted it and drew on it. And then while that dried, well, I didn't draw on it. I waited for it to dry and then drew on it. But after I painted it, I made my basket. And for my basket, I cut out just a small piece to make it look like a rounded basket. Cut it into a square. Actually, I'm just going to show you how I did the basket and instead of trying to explain it. So what I did was I took the rounded part and I wanted that to be the bottom of my basket. So I just cut a square out like that, and then I cut slits in it like that. And then I took another piece of my plate and I cut it out. Oops. And then I cut strips. And I weaved that through the others. So you go behind, in front of, behind, in front of. So it looks like that. And I just did 2 of them going horizontal, and I glued them so that they would stay in place. And then I colored the basket brown, but I colored the ones going vertical, I colored those vertical, and then the ones that were going horizontal, I colored horizontal, so you could really see the weave in the basket. And then I used 2 straws to hold the basket and the balloon together. And that's what it turned out to be. That one's very cute as well. You can also put family members in the basket. They can create stick figures of themselves, or they can color themselves into the basket. But they could put their family on the basket and hang it up somewhere. So that one's a lot of fun too. Moral of this story is that you can make just about anything out of paper plates. I've known people who were working on their alphabet and made animals from A to Z out of paper plates. So you gotta just look up different things. I found all these on Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of great ideas, and as long as you've got some basic craft items such as pom-poms, beads, sequins, glitter, I have cut up tissue paper, pipe cleaner, googly eyes, glue, popsicle sticks, I have decorative tape, paint. You should be good to go. You can pretty much make anything out of that. And then of course your paper plates. If you haven't already, go follow me over on Instagram. I put behind the scenes photos and videos. I give you updates on what's coming up. So go follow me over on Instagram. I'll leave that link in the description below. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.